Stop, listen to me very carefully. You have been lied to. From the moment you were born, society gave you a blueprint for relationships. It told you that if you work hard, if you provide, if you are a nice guy, if you pay the bills, fix the car, and listen to her problems, you will be rewarded with loyalty. You operate on a contract. You think, if I do X, she will give me Y. And yet look around you. Why are the most devoted men, the ones who sacrifice their dreams to support their wives, the ones sitting in divorce court? Why does the bad boy who treats her with indifference get the obsession, while the man who brings her flowers every Friday gets the "I just love you like a brother" speech? Here is the brutal reality that no one wants to say out loud. Women do not care what you did for them yesterday. Your history of sacrifice? It means nothing to her biological imperative. The hours of overtime you worked? Irrelevant. The emotional support you provided during her crisis? Forgotten. If you are banking on gratitude to keep a woman loyal, you are building your house on quicksand. Gratitude is a social construct. Biology is a ruthless dictator, and biology creates the rules of the game. Today, we are going to dismantle the lies you've been fed. We are going to look at the uncomfortable truth of female psychology. If you want to stop being a resource that gets used and discarded, and start being the man who commands genuine biological loyalty, you need to watch every second of this video. Gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you are ready to have your worldview challenged today. If we haven't met before, I am here to help you navigate the complex, often brutal realities of intersexual dynamics, psychology, and male self-improvement. We don't deal in feel-good lies here. We deal in what works. Before we dive into the deep end, do me a favor. If you value the truth over comforting lies, subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on the notifications. The algorithm hates what I'm about to say, so I need you to be plugged in directly. All right, let's get to work. Let's start with the biggest mistake men make, the transactional mindset. Men are logical creatures. We understand trade. I give you $5, you give me a coffee. Simple. You apply this logic to women. You think, I gave her 10 years of stability, therefore she owes me loyalty. This is called a covert contract. It is a contract you signed in your head, but she never saw it. Here is the problem. Love for women is not a debt to be repaid. You cannot buy genuine burning desire with acts of service. In fact, doing too much for a woman often has the reverse effect. When you constantly serve her, when you prioritize her needs above your own, you are not signaling that you are a good provider. Subconsciously, you are signaling that you are beneath her. You are signaling that her validation is more valuable than your time. Think about it. Who serves? The servant serves the queen. Does the queen respect the servant? She might appreciate him. She might be fond of him. But does she desire him? Does she fear losing him? No, because servants are replaceable. If you want loyalty, you must stop acting like a servant hoping for a tip. To understand why she doesn't care about what you did, we have to look at science. There is a concept known as Briffault's law. Robert Briffault was a surgeon and anthropologist who observed a terrifying truth about the animal kingdom. The law essentially states, the female, not the male, determines all the conditions of the animal family. Where the female can derive no benefit from association with the male, no such association takes place. Listen to that again. No benefit equals no association. But here is the kicker. The benefit must be current. A woman's hypergamous instinct asks one question. What can you do for me and my potential offspring right now? The resources you provided in 2018, they have been consumed. They offer no survival value for today. This is why a woman can turn cold so quickly. You think she is being cruel. She isn't. She is operating on a biological software designed for survival. She is asking, is this man the best vessel for my security and status tomorrow? If the answer is no, your history of sacrifice is null and void. Call to action. If this is making sense to you, if you've ever felt that, what have you done for me lately? Vibe. Hit the like button. It helps us get this message to men who are currently confused and suffering. So, if she isn't loyal to your sacrifice, what is the one thing she is loyal to? She is loyal to her own emotions, and by extension, she is loyal to the man who can dictate those emotions through his frame. Let me explain frame. Frame is your internal reality. It is the strength of your conviction in who you are. A woman is like water. She is fluid, emotional, changing. She craves a container. She craves a rock. She is loyal to a man who is unshakable. When you change your behavior to please her, you have no frame. You are entering her reality. When she tests you, when she creates drama, and you get emotional and defensive, you fail. She sees that she can move you. If she can move you, she cannot trust you to protect her from the world. She is loyal to the man who remains the prize in his own mind. She is loyal to the man whose mission is more important than her mood swings. This sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? You think, if I ignore her moods, she will leave. No. If you ignore her drama and stay on your path, she feels anxiety. And for a woman, a healthy amount of anxiety about losing you is the fuel for attraction. She sticks to the man she has to work to keep. She leaves the man who works to keep her. There's a paradox in female psychology. She says she wants a safe man, a nice man, but she gets bored with him. Why? Because in our ancestral past, a man who was harmless was useless. A harmless man could not protect her from the tribe next door. She is loyal to competence and controlled aggression. Jordan Peterson talks about this often. You shouldn't be harmless. You should be a monster. And then you should learn to control it. She wants to know that you are capable of danger, that you are capable of violence if necessary, that you have a backbone, but that you have chosen to be gentle with her. That is sexy. That creates loyalty. The beast that only she can pet. If you are just a nice guy because you are afraid of conflict, she smells your fear. She smells your weakness. And women despise weakness in men because weakness equals death in the wild. You must be dangerous enough to be respected and disciplined enough to be trusted. Let's go deeper. Loyalty is not a gift she gives you. Loyalty is a reaction to your options. If she knows that she is your only option, if she knows that no matter how much weight she gains, how much she nags, or how little she respects you, you will never leave. Why should she be loyal? Humans do not value what is abundant. We value what is scarce. If your attention is free, it is worthless. If your commitment is unconditional, it is taken for granted. She is loyal to the man who has the self-respect to walk away. She looks at you and thinks, he is high value. Other women would want him. If I don't treat him right, he will replace me. This is not manipulation. This is maintaining your market value. You must invest in yourself, your body, your finances, your network. Not for her, for you. When you become a man who has options, you don't have to ask for loyalty. You command it, because she knows that losing you would be a downgrade for her. Call to action. We are approaching the end, and this is the most critical part. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Join the 1% of men who actually understand this dynamic. So what do you do now? Do you become cold? Do you become a jerk? No, you become self-reliant. You stop looking at your relationship as a bank account where you deposit kindness and withdraw sex or loyalty. You realize that provision is just the baseline. It's the cover charge to get in the club. It doesn't guarantee you stay in the VIP section. To keep her loyalty, you must be the man she cannot afford to lose. Stop seeking her validation. Prioritize your mission over her comfort. Maintain your frame. Do not let her emotions dictate your reality. Be willing to walk away if you are disrespected. She doesn't care what you do for her. She cares about who you are. Are you a king or are you a servant? A king provides, yes, but a king does not beg. A king does not trade his dignity for affection. Be the man who is loyal to himself first. Only then will she be loyal to you. Watch this video again if you need to. Rewrite your operating system. The world needs strong men. Be one. I'll see you in the next one.